And there were
So
a decent amount of
one.
6 and 2s that were left out also. So that is unfortunate.
So just to kind of highlight the differences in these decks. So Dustin that we see on the top is on the Lier Galvanic Iteration double copy Invoke Despair, and I believe they're the lone 8-0. Yes, they're the lone 8-0 of the tournament right now. So the double so Invoke Despair is good in the matchup. Why don't I cast it twice? And their opponent, Sasha, which is Aspie at the bottom, 2 Shieldred main, 3 Make Disappear, any other spice, 1 Blue Sun's main. And this is the deck with the Kaido Planeswalker in the sideboard that was doing some work in some earlier matches.
What do you think about when someone plays the Corpse Appraiser and you remove it before you let the opponent choose their card? Do you like to wait? Well, I don't know how much you're in that position. Do you like to wait till after they choose their card so that they didn't know that you were able to remove it? Or do you like to remove it as soon as it hits and you get the choosing the cards in the stack?
So with them tapped out, there's no reason to not wait. You're just providing more information. So they might be like, okay, I don't need any more threats. I'm good in threats.
Yeah.
If they do have mana open, then you generally do want to do it on the stack just because it gives them like 1 less opportunity to find a counter spell if they had, say, 2 mana up. But at this point,
like
this is their 9th round of Magic.
That's true. I mean, yeah, I would be dead tired right now. And it's interesting. I mean, I think there's 2 ways to think about it. It's just I don't want them to. I'd like to let them see another Corpse Appraiser and not take it. Say, oh, I already got one. I'm good. You know what I mean? And then put it in the graveyard. Okay, boom. Now I shoot it. That's always kind of been my reasoning with that.
All right, so we see Fable come down on a Braid in hand. So the thing is, even with this mana base right now, we're seeing the 2 monocolor spells or lands, the legendary lands.
Yeah.
So even a black source off the top does not cast Invoke.
Not enough. Yep.
And prioritizing taking off the Goblin token means no treasure token this turn.
Yep. I guess you can just go. Well, you could go for the Corpse Appraiser, but a Make Disappear in response would really hurt.
I think you kind of have to force at this point. You need to hit your land drops, and you're 2 land drops away from Invoke. At the very least, you need a removal spell coming up.
Invoke's far away, yeah.
And if the Make Disappear, if the Make Disappear hits Corpse Appraiser, it's 1 less Make Disappear to hit the Invoke Despair.
That's true. Yeah, they're going for it. Okay.
And just curious.
It resolved.
Dustin's on 1 negate. So 1 negate, 3 Make Disappears. They're also mainboarding 1 Siphon Insight, which is really, really good in this matchup.
Good. I mean, you probably expect a lot of Grixis matchups, or mirrors, I should say, but equally good in a tournament setting.
Missing on lands, 3 cards deep.
Yeah, it's bad. Cutdown's not bad though for the Goblin token. Is the Fable flipping not this turn? The
Honestly,
next
even just but with no answer to Fable, I think the cutdown is.
Yeah, I think you have to. Okay. I mean, the Goblin token. Oh, they have to go with this. Okay. I was just thinking the Goblin token can't attack into the Corpse Appraiser. Yeah, they're just going to take out the token now because they don't want to get that far behind on mana. Okay.
Yeah, that missed line drop's really punishing.
That's tough. Yeah. Oh, ouch, man. Can't even crew. Oh, it's rough.
I don't even know if you wanted to crew, even if it was possible. Just you kind of need that draw in a way.
You do, yeah, especially now. Okay. Slam the Blood Tithe? Yeah. How likely is it that Dustin got another invoke off that invoke?
It's part of the subtext. You have to draw chaining invokes.
Uh-oh,
Oh,
he's
are we
getting
going to
ready,
see it?
he's
Are we
getting
going to see
ready
the
to galvanic the
invoke?
invoke.
Land
I
off the
think they need
top.
what? They need
Land
2
off
more
the top.
mana.
Let's go. No, just one. Oh, no. It's flashback. It's flashback. You're right.
Flashback, yeah. They're setting it up. They're setting it up. They're gonna find that invoke if they don't have it already.
Even just like galvanic, like double removal spell or double
Yeah.
siphon insight.
Double Abrade's crazy here too. It technically clears
Yeah.
the board, you know.
Yeah. Even just that, being able to ditch it to Fable, so you're not really losing a card, has quite a bit of utility.
Yeah. The flashback spells are underutilized. So you put that with the Siphon Insight, you have it just gives you good discard outlets, even if they're not creatures that you interact with from the graveyard later, you know.
Yeah. Can you hear me still? I got a little glitch on my computer.
Oh yeah, no, you're good, man. I can still hear you.
Okay.
So there was the Abrade. So I guess they didn't want to wait. They said no bank buster. This is gone. So they can go for maybe you take out the Fable. I mean, they actually could clear the board here. Yeah, I think they're just gonna do it this way. So you take out the Fable, you play the Blood Tithe, and then you either hold the removal or you just kill the Corpse Praiser now. They're gonna hold it. Notably, in this mirror, you also see the gamesmanship, if you will, of putting stops on main phase 1 and main phase 2 against your opponent.
Just preparing. I put the upkeep stop for Sheoldred. Your end of turn stop for your Fable tokens.
Yeah, I mean, when it's open deck
Big
list and
score come down.
that they play Make Disappear, you might as well do it because you might as well act like you always have it. Oh, another Corpse Praiser.
I feel like
hurtful.
if you're playing any sort of blue deck in open deck lists, you always just gotta play one Spell Pierce and just always keep one blue mana open.
Why not? Why not, man?
It's like in Historic, you always play white mana, one Mana Tithe, just to keep them honest.
Mana Tithe? Yeah. Okay, they found their black
Invoke's coming
source.
down.
Wow, let's do it.
Is the Make
We know they have
Disappear going to
priority.
be?
They have it from the blood token. I don't know if they actually have a Make Disappear. Okay. But what else are we looking at on the other side? We're looking at Galvanic into Invoke mana,
Which is 12 damage.
Yeah, that would be lethal. And one untapped red is not gonna counter that. Shoulder instead. Okay.
Shellied.
Okay. Immediately set that upkeep stop
No,
too.
they do have upkeep.
Okay. I think they're looking for maybe a counter. Now they can play around a Galvanic Make Disappear, which is noteworthy. And they can slam their own Shouldered. I think they're trying to see how much removal the opponents had to play the odds here. Looks like they got okay, there you go.
Well, the last cards always go for the throat. Your Invoke's draw, Invoke. See, they had the faulty Invoke Despair. They tried to return it. All right, so everything's dying.
Okay, Fable's
Channeled
a nice
Sokuzen land is going to be the win con.
Fable's a nice consolation after you lose your shoulder, though. At least I'll say that. Makes you feel kind of safe.
Holding this Invoke.
Ooh. Okay, draw now and then hope that they don't slam another creature. Land's fine. Untapped land is decent. Now you're playing around to make disappear, and you have one of your own. Noteworthy. I don't think you'd lose any. I don't think you ditch
Uh,
anything. I want that
yeah, I think
seventh
you got to
land.
keep that land.
Yeah. Oh. Oh my. I don't know if I would have done that. But I guess maybe to play a land that doesn't hurt you, I guess is a little better, but yeah, actually that did stop them from taking a wow, and they draw the make disappear anyway. Brilliant.
Pro gamer moves.
Pro gamer moves all day.
All right.
Okay, so they don't die to an invoke right now. That's bad because here comes a Sholdred. But you could casualty your
It's gonna get
token.
clipped by
You
the
kind
make
of
this.
oh, they're gonna do a corpse. Yeah, I mean you're gonna have to casualty. I don't think you can give them that extra card.
Yeah.
You're not You're not swinging into it anyway, so you might as well just not let it happen. Yeah.
Both players just top decking haymakers one after the other. But
Yeah, this is pretty good.
all right, empty-handed versus two lands.
It's close. I think. Oh well, I mean, go get your Sholdred, drop it.
Do they have Corpse Praiser in the yard? There's actually some
maybe.
utility. Actually, no, Corpse Praiser could only target creatures. I was going to say there's some utility in
They milled an invoke.
picking off this Galvanic.
Invoke was the next card. Yeah, I'm slamming that Sholdred all day. Yep. Make them beat you, dude.
The thing is with Galvanic, like even though they only have one card in hand, they need two removal spells, and that's what Galvanics potentially provide. Is this the Invoke win?
Oh my goodness. All right, but hold on, because no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Wow.
Yeah, Reflection gets picked off because it's an enchantment. All right, so I'm curious how this matchup with sideboard, if Kaido's something you bring in.
Oh boy.
See negates.
Probably the strokes too.
The interesting thing is with Lier. Lier does shut off stroke from hitting the invokes.
Oh, you're right. So they know if they're gonna keep Lier in the after sideboarding, there's no point in bringing in stroke. Basically, kind of shuts you out.
This is another interesting one of mind game thing, right? Like Lier individually is kind of bad.
Yeah.
But it also like, do they board in on License Hearse now and then have a card that's kind of mid in the matchup?
It's tough. Yeah, because you're
or Ahsoka Zen.
Yeah, because now you're. I don't know. You're definitely thinking twice, and Dustin gets to sit over there and like not have these hard decisions. You know what I mean? So huge advantage to Dustin already being up a game, and like, I mean, watch, we're gonna come out of here and Dustin's gonna be done sideboarding.
Well, 59. What's the 60th card? So notably, taking out a go for the throat. The cut downs came out. Parasitic Grasp's not really good, worth it. Okay, so we're seeing Kaido's coming. Kaido. Very interesting to see the Corpse Appraiser trim down. I guess post board, there's not too many creatures in this matchup.
That's true. Especially
so 3 mana,
maybe
3/3.
Dustin going on the draw a little, maybe more removal, less creatures. When you're on the draw, you go a little more control-y.
The Corpse Appraisers also have like a weird. The Corpse Appraisers lead to more Corpse Appraiser. Like if you kill their Corpse Appraiser, then your Corpse Appraiser comes down, eats theirs. So it's like a weird dance.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, it's like a weird back and forth kind of thing, and like who can get one on there first and things like that.
All right, my Discord's going is all hyped up that Josiel's in the top 8 with Rakdos. There's a big contingent of Rakdos enjoyers, and they're all rooting him on.
You love to see it, man. I mean, Rakdos is probably about at this point, like my second favorite after Mono Black. You know what I mean? Because a lot of Rakdos is just Mono Black with a couple red spells, at least these days.
Mono Black with some Bobby Nix. You got some Fables.
Yeah, just solid cards, you know. Play your Brotherhood's End in there to get like a small
Right.
board wipe before your other stuff. So yeah, there's definitely options. Basically, yeah, you might as well do this because otherwise you're just gonna lose it. So you might as well, yeah. That's the only non-land,
It's actually an
non-creature, so
interesting
you might as
line
well
trick
cast it. Yeah, because now, okay, no, you may
because
not see my
they could
hand.
have paid for it.
Uh-huh. Well, yeah, now you're like, do I play this Sholdred? Probably don't. They're
No
just gonna have us
creatures
go
in
for the
the
threat.
yard. It's duress
I'm
played.
I'm putting my stops on main 1 and main 2, and I'm not casting that Sholdred. I don't trust it. Nope. Yeah, see, I'm not doing that. Nope.
I guess the flip side is it does give you a target for Corpse Praiser. Generally, ooh, that
Oh,
duress is painful.
jeez. Down to 5 cards, notably. Did they?
The-
No,
uh,
Dustin hit the land drop too. Okay. Okay.
uh,
But now there is a creature in the bin, so that's something. Do you want the
I think the
duress in case they have?
duress,
I like
the
the duress because
duress,
they probably have an invoke at this point.
they both serve to get rid of an invoke. The negate has the utility that even if they haven't drawn it yet, but the duress does
Yeah.
provide some information, just even what they have in hand.
Yeah. I might just go for the duress now, but I'm not sure. It's kind of 50-50 there.
Shieldred's weird in this matchup. Like if it goes unchecked, it wins the game on its own, but there's so much removal.
There's a lot of good removal. Seems people always have a go for the throat when a shoulder hits. Definitely a decision. I would like to know what those 3 cards are personally. They know that 2 of yours are lands. So you might as well find out what they got going on.
That's an
Oh,
interesting. I think
okay.
that would have been the last choice I would have made,
I
unless
just
they
can't
plan to
fathom getting
gain
something
control of Bankbuster.
that. Yeah, I can't imagine getting something that isn't playable. Okay, you top deck your negate. They're happy about that. So they want to swing in. Okay. And still not casting the Twilight. So
Guess the plan
what
there.
they're waiting to take a Sholdred, I guess.
No, Twilight for X5 lets you double the spell, make a copy.
Oh. You probably definitely negate that.
Because at the very least, it gets them to tap out. Then you can gain control, make 2 Fables.
Yeah. Can Twilight take the enchantment as well? Or is it just artifacts and creatures?
It's any non-land permanent. Any
Oh,
non-land
okay.
permanent.
Okay. So yeah, you could take a Fable. Or you could just not give them a Fable. It's kind of interesting. Because a lot of times Fable's typically better for the person who resolves it first. So you're still letting them get a Fable before you, which technically puts you behind. And you're the one who's on the play. So you should be figuring out how to be ahead.
Yeah.
Kaido's not terrible here.
The thing too is
Oh,
it's a little difficult to tell priority right now. With 2 open mana, the Bankbuster is always going to give some priority. So you can't even
that's
tell,
true.
did they have a counter spell in that spot to fight? It ended up that they
Yeah.
did have the negate.
Yeah. That's actually a really good point. Mm. All right. They want to draw. You get your land, so do you just
Yeah,
take
that's
their Fable
interesting. I
now?
think I would have.
because you have 5.
Yeah, but they lost 3 mana, so they don't get the copy.
Oh, I see. Okay, so maybe next turn.
Like, I think at that point you can almost jam, right? They have 1 card left. Like, at least before the Fable, like, does its flip.
Yeah.
Or, like, does its
I might
loot
have
effect.
just
Because they're going to have
taken
a higher likelihood. Because now you're seeing some snowballing with the deck.
no crew on the
No
bank
crew
buster,
that turn.
notably.
So valuing the
Jeez. If you take a flipped Fable, does it? Oh, they want to take that. You're not going to get the ETB though. Or wait, yeah, you are, because you're going to make a token of it. Okay.
I guess at this point, just digging.
They
Oh,
breed their own 5-head gamer.
taking the riskier line. I think I
Oh,
go
I
for the
love it.
Fable with the loot effect. You got to get rid of these lands from hand.
Yeah. I think that was the slightly greedy play. Because you're only getting one. One of those is going to give you the ETB. So I don't know, man. That's rough.
Just check it. None of the other matches have finished yet.
Wow. And this is just the first match of top 8. This has been a pretty good match so far.
All right. Well, they're not going to get double invoked, at least from the graveyard this turn. The downside is we have Kiki Twin going off next turn.
Yeah. And equally, they just have the straight up mana to cast it as it is anyway. So what is this? 10 across? Just 8? Okay. Because you don't need to fully tap out because you're going to hit them anyway. I think they want to copy a Fable on the end step.
So basically, for those folks who haven't seen, Fable on your opponent's end step can copy another copy of the Fable, and then that Fable, because it gets haste, can copy another Fable, and then that Fable can copy another Fable. And then because you've already passed your end step, they don't go away until your next end step. So effectively,
Exactly.
if you have, in this case, 4, 5, 6, 11 mana, you can make an 11 2/2s, which is just a little bit more than lethal at this point.
Yeah. And they're opting to
Otawara. I think they're just going through the motions here, see the writing on the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hollywood Pizza does 3 tournaments a month hosted on the channel. There's a ton of great folks behind the scenes, making sure everything goes smoothly, getting everybody together. This tournament had a cap of 128, but was close to 300 people registered for. So there's a lot of popularity on these tournaments. So if you are interested, they're all free to play, cash prizes. You could join for any of the upcoming tournaments. They're standard and explore, depending on week-to-week tournament. If you haven't done so, hit that follow button on Twitch. Lets you know whenever Hollywood goes live, either with the tournaments or just through regular streaming. And if you haven't done so, if you have an Amazon Prime hanging around, it is free to subscribe with Amazon Prime. It throws a couple bucks Hollywood side. This is all done out of pocket, out of his own time. So it helps out to keep these tournament series going, to bring you a fresh look of Standard. So we're jumping into it. Grixis versus Mono White. Numbskull, who you got in this
Juggernauts. Oh man, I might have to give this to Mono White because the invokes are not that good against Mono White. They put too many things on the board for the invokes to matter the way that they need to matter for Dustin to win. So I think I go. I think I'm, I think I'm looking at killy here, but we will see. Nobody's beaten Dustin yet, so I think if any gamer still left can do it, can take down mono white, it is Dustin.
Dustin has refused to lose today, just double casting invokes. So Dustin's here to say, you know what, one invoke isn't good enough. What if I cast two?
Yeah, I mean, we actually could be looking at a
We
turn
could see
4
an
invoke
invoke
here.
coming down as of this.
Yeah. We'll see. Oh, man. Okay. Well, that's a good start.
We'll have Fable flip next turn.
Yeah.
So Naked Paragon's not the best in a hand. That's likely 6 cards. You have to assume at least one of those is a kill spell. Mind you, a Braid doesn't hit it, Cut Down doesn't hit it, but we're opting for just the draw this turn.
Okay.
Going the safe route.
There's Norn.
So this shuts down Corpse Appraiser, but outside of that, Shielder doesn't care about it. Actually, Blood Tithe Harvester stops the blood token.
Yeah. And it feels like a lot of the, well, you can't stop that, but it feels like a lot of the strong things. Oh, Lay Down Arms is great. A lot of the strong creatures that you can copy in the Grixis matchup, they all have ETB effects, and Elish Norn kind of shuts down all that, you know. I would say that's noteworthy.
Was a hell of a top deck.
Yeah. And I guess they're thinking, maybe do I want to counter it, or do I want to wait?
Could be.
Yeah. I think a Wedding's okay here. Good protection against Invoke if they have another one.
Yeah.
Especially when you have 2 Weddings, you know.
Starting next turn, you can get some value off Sarah Paragon. You at least if it resolves, you'd have priority. So even if they kill the Paragon, you'd have a chance to like block with a Spirited Companion this turn.
Sure. Yeah. No. Yeah, that's probably right. I wonder. I guess they could still have Invoke, and they just want to tax more life if they do have it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they'll definitely be able to cast it now. And like you said, they do block because maybe the game plan is just go Paragon into Doggo. That hurts a little bit. Okay. Playing around to make disappear for the Paragon, but I wouldn't mind doing a casualty on the other for it. Okay. Slam the Companion. Now do you counter? No.
The ossifications are really awkward in this matchup because like you want to target almost a token because just getting clipped by Invoke Despair feels bad enough if you give him back a Reflections.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when your wedding announcements are not resolving, makes it kind of tough.
That's a scary sign as the opposing player when they decide that Fable the Mirror Breaker is the worst card in my hand. Let me discard that to big score.
Here comes the Invoke. Invoke would be lethal, so that's noteworthy. Looks like they don't have it, though. Okay.
Still lethal if they do have it. Just no board presence, but...
Oh, actually, no, they gain 2 life from that because of the Paragon. That helps a little bit.
Good call.
But it's not looking good.
So, yeah, this mono white deck's on no sweepers main board.
You could do a double ossification here because of Elish Norn. That's something. It's not nothing. I think what you were saying, take the token and take the Blood Tithe. Because the Fable doesn't do much, right?
I actually think at this state, no, I think you do take the Fable here. Okay. Just because Blood Tithe on its own, they only have one blood. They can't cast another Blood Tithe Harvester here. And Fable's
Fair
still a
enough.
couple turns, even if they get it back, for it to be able to attack.
Okay, yeah, you're right. That's completely reasonable.
Because
Double
what you don't
ossification's a
want,
nice
I
card.
guess Corpse Appraiser is not really an issue.
Not right now, no. Okay, there's Lear. So
Oh.
invoke next turn. That's what that means. And they could do. What do they have? They have a braid. And do they have a go for the throat in the bin?
Go for the throat. Yeah,
geez.
they got nothing but answers here.
We're doing a big
So
score. That's so
free
savage.
cast, big score. Could go
Yep.
for the throat.
Oh,
Notably, the
boy.
make disappear. Lier shuts off the ability to have non-creature spells countered.
I think that's gonna do it. I guess you could take the Lear, which cuts off the invoke, which is noteworthy, and then you play your okay. You play both. Okay, sure. We'll see.
This insulates against another invoke.
Yeah.
So even Galvanic Invoke here doesn't actually kill them because of the creature enchantment.
Yeah, they would only lose what? They would lose 4 life off that.
Did they find the AO?
That would be a legit pull.
Low-key stealing their Elish Norn, shutting off everything of their deck.
I wouldn't mind that. How many Norns do we have? Ulysses, or who is it?
Just the one.
Just the one? Okay, gotcha.
Just one. Yeah. They were only able to crack one box open. They didn't have that much. I mean, Wedding Announcement's one of the best cards against these red-black decks.
Oh, absolutely. Here come 3 creatures.
Rare, mythic. In this economy?
Siphon Insight again, because why not? Could have been done on the draw step too, but okay.
So digging.
Okay, you're getting your ETB
so
now.
Probably
and
looking.
then the Elish Norn is officially removed from the game altogether. So that's noteworthy.
So at this point, there's 3 invokes in the deck. The Siphon's out. Probably trying to dig for that Shieldred, because at this current composition, these Fables are going to make all these creatures really large. And then Siphon, there's one card that's currently there. I feel like if they hit AO, they would have played it.
I agree.
These wedding announcements also do a nice job of insulating the ossifications from Invoke Despair, what we were speaking about earlier, where giving them back like a Lier, but these tides are turning quick.
And you're kind of lacking targeted enchantment removal with the invokes. It's not like white that has like destroy evil, things like that. There really isn't a lot that allows you to target an enchantment within Grixis. So definitely noteworthy there. You have 3 enchantments to get through before you can try to hit one of the ossifications. Okay, their card was a land. That was what they had from the Siphon.
They're closer to casting Atraxa now. They just need to go to their LGS, buy one, slip it in their deck.
Yeah, I mean, all the treasures they have, it's almost a little bit surprising that they don't, but I think they wanted the deck to do a different thing.
All right. So a braid target Bankbuster, draw you a Bankbuster.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can just start swinging here. It's not like the other land's unfortunate, but just swing out. Put 15 across. Well, no. Okay. Yeah, you can't swing out, but you can swing for enough to draw a card at least. They're gonna eat it. Okay. So that other one is flipping now too, yeah? Wow. Wow. Man, mono white is like you think they have like the knockout punch and then they're down to 5 and you just can't get through for anything after that.
Takanuma's pretty big there. Finds that Shieldred.
I do like
Finds
the
both
Takanuma.
copies.
Yeah, I do like that.
Now, notably,
1, 2, 3. Yeah,
they're
they
only
can
getting
cast it.
chance at that because of ossification in hand. Well, they have ossification in hand, so 2 damage
Yeah,
is still 2 damage at this point.
yeah, it helps for sure. And you could filter with that blood token and gain yourself 2 extra life as well. Let's see if they do it. Nope. Okay.
So opting to keep the card in hand.
They either like that card or that's a decent draw. They either like that card or they
So the notable thing,
don't want to lose a treasure.
So Galvanic and Invoke Despair is lethal here. However, like it's lethal on the surface value or face value.
Yeah.
But the Wandering Emperor can sneak in
Can
here.
put you at 1. And you know what else is crazy that we don't think about the value here is that an Emperor token's a 5/5 vigilance right now. It's pretty intimidating.
Okay, Dustin's probably just smashing their keyboard. There are 21 cards left in the library. 1 Invoke Despair.
Just looking,
They play 4 in the deck.
Oh, geez. We haven't seen a Galvanic yet, have we?
No,
In this
had
one,
not even flipped over. Like at this point,
like
Dustin has seen as many basic planes.
Oh, that's okay. I don't mind this. Literally, he was going to make a 5/5. You have to counter that.
Yeah. So you're trading the blocker for the planeswalker.
Mm-hmm. You're going to lose that blocker anyway when you try to block the 5/5. So you might as well get rid of it.
Yeah. So despite 4 creatures on board, it still doesn't have Coven. However, they can with the Bankbuster to have it.
Well, they would still because they're gonna make 1. Well, no, they're all 4/4s.
No, but the oh no, you're right.
I was thinking that too, and I was like, wait, everything's a 4/4. They're all base at 1/1. Now they're just going in. Like, all right, let's do this. Force the issue. You have to block at least 1.
They're gonna have to settle with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow. Okay. So this is if you're gonna draw something, this is where you do it.
Galvanic is lethal. We've seen it once.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They still have enough to do it. They have enough. They have enough.
So what might be a little bit of an issue, they should have tapped the planes to cycle. It might have screwed them up mana-wise.
Is there a pain land in there now? Or are they just oh boy. Are we doing it?
No.
Are we doing it, Joe?
The treasure.
Are we doing it? Stop it. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is Dustin's day, man. Stop it.
Killing was 1 mana off from the Eternal Wander to save their board.
Oh my god, dude.
You know what? To go 9-0, to go 1 game away from 10-0, you better be lucky than good. Sometimes.
Yeah, you better be really good, but you need equal parts luck, if not more. Wow. Feels like
All
Every
right, so
time
we
we've
see Eternal
we've
Wanderer
covered
come out.
every time we cover their game, they hit that to end it. So I don't know how.
So
I wonder how many times they've done that today for lethal.
I kind of like Stonebrain in this matchup. Like you're gonna lose to the Invokes. Their creatures aren't really that
Brand the
scary for
invokes.
you.
Why not? Why not?
Like
I
at this
run.
point, what are you afraid? Like you
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
you
totally
registered
agree.
Stonebrain.
I run Necromentia for because all these creativity matchups after the Pro Tour. Just run Necromentia, take them all.
Yeah.
They usually scoop whenever you take it on turn 3.
All right. So we're seeing sideboarding, just seeing if there's any other choices. So we've seen the second Elish Norn come in, getting rid of some of the incidental cards, Cathar Commando, the Phyrexian Vindicator. This isn't the matchup for it. That's more the mono red matchup.
Agreed. Notably a 1 of in the sideboard too, I believe.
If your mono red and that card comes down, you go to the top right corner, you choose the little screw icon, and you pretty much concede.
That or
Unless
Obliterator,
you're way on
any of
board,
the any of those Phyrexian horrors, they're just like, all right, well that's it. So it's been real.
All right, so
okay.
Both players taking their time. I actually like slamming wedding announcement here.
I think you're
they
right.
don't have the mana up right now, and the faster you get announcement going, the 2/2s block a lot better than the 1/1s.
Yeah. Or do you go a Ganjo, wait for them to play something, and discard the ossification to the Ganjo, and then take whatever they drop for free? I think that might be the route they're going here.
Yeah. I just think with one removal spell in hand, I maybe want to prioritize Shieldred.
That is reasonable. So, no creature to take, so
no value.
0 value there. I don't know if I even take that with ossification because I don't want them to get rid of the enchantment and then there is a creature by the time they do that. Do you know what I mean? I think I'm going to ditch the doggo here. Yep.
Yeah, and Killy, similar sentiment. And we'll see if they opt to go wedding announcement here. I think I like Emperor because next turn you have 5 mana. You can double spell.
Yeah. And you have 2. So even if one gets countered, I'm not terribly mad if that happens. Not to mention only having 1 blue mana. It's, you know.
Okay.
Resolves. Wait.
And at this point, with creatures out, stuff
they never
like that,
attacked.
Priority can be a number of things.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought they attacked. I didn't even realize that they didn't. I mean, it's technically the smart play not going into 4 open mana.
So that
and I guess
came down fairly quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm just checking now because I think out of this Grixis deck, they have Gix's Command, which could sweep up the board. So opting to go with the plus here. Give me 1 second. I'm just going.
Sure. Looks like
you get to see the high-tech green screen setup that we have here.
That's beautiful. My green screen is my graphics card, so don't worry. I don't even have one.
I bought this and it's just slightly too big for the desk area, so it hits on the side of the L.
It's all good. Okay, they hit a big score. Hit the go for the throat. Decent. Okay. I don't love the hand for Killy. Like it's not terrible, but it's not like incredibly transformative, you know?
So
Would you want
valuing
for
the
the
extra
invoke there?
card over keeping the Corpse Appraiser around.
Yeah.
So they could have just invoked, kept Appraiser, but realizing this matchup is going to be the main phase Emperor. So exposing it to an invoke.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
notably, this Roadside Reliquary can't do anything.
Yeah, maybe you hit an ossification target and then you can get a card off it. Still kind of feels bad though.
Fable. So Fable and Blood Tithe both binned. So something better than a Fable and a Blood Tithe. Laydown's pretty good here. Laydown gives you access to remove one of these.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. I don't know. I don't even know. Do you want to do an ossification on the blood tithe?
Probably. So the benefit of doing it is you effectively get to cycle your Roadside Reliquary because you'd have the enchantment.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking it's decent right here. If you had some other action besides the ossification, I would say, all right, well, maybe you wait, but there's no other action right now, so I feel like that's like the best way. Oh my. Wow.
Casting invokes the hard way. Just 5 mana, not even doubling it
Slamming it,
up.
dude. Yep. Just keeping that board nice and
Times
clear.
are tough.
You can't cast ossification if all I do is play invokes. I mean, it's getting to a point
so
where you just
Killy getting another plant.
Okay, yeah, thin it out some more, I guess. I guess if you really wanted to, you could take their blood token with ossification.
All right. Galvanic. Do we have the next invoke to spare? All right. Draw 5, deal 10, kill your creature. 7 mana.
Wow. Every time. Every time. Unreal.
All right. So Killy needs to cast Approach the Second Sun into naturally draw their
Oh.
second Approach the Second Sun.
This is a halfway decent top deck, I'm not going to lie. Just go probably Sarah Paragon, slam that wedding announcement.
And notably that it was the third Invoke to spare.
Okay. Good to know.
They do have Galvanic, and I wonder if they drew the next copy, because that would be lethal.
So they would have that. Maybe Lear comes down if they kept Lear in. We'll see.
So when this wedding announcement goes away, it will give them access to some life.
Okay. Okay. That's how they wanted to play it. It makes sense. I guess Liliana maybe gets hit by ossification next turn then, if they don't play anything else. Or maybe you just hold your lands and say, I don't care about +1.
Yeah, but I feel as the other side of things after getting hit by 4 Invoke Despairs in a game.
Yeah.
So the other match is still going on.
Okay.
I don't want to bother the player. Well, they're playing, but we can potentially go jump over after this match. Oh, Galvanic,
Uh-oh.
is it happening?
Uh-oh. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, that's still a crazy thing though, is a double big score, because they're one off from Galvanic again into an invoke.
I feel like at this point Dustin's just trying to find a way to close this game out.
Yeah.
Like they might have trimmed down on actual win conditions.
Fable, because why
Because
not?
at this point we've seen like a number of the blood ties and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be fitting for Liliana Ultimate after, you've blown up everything else they hold dear. Let's blow up some lands.
I like that. Yeah. Let's cut the lands in half. Looking for
So I
a
actually
way
don't
out.
mind ossification on the token here.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
All right, and the way out is to concede. And if you can, actually, I'm going to just do a kind of a pitch. My goal is to hit 10,000 YouTube subs by June. We
get in
are
there,
closing
guys.
in on 8,000. So if you can, greatly appreciated. Costs you nothing on YouTube. And it'd be kind of a cool accomplishment to hit there. So enough pandering. Let's get to some action, some finals. These players are playing for that sweet, sweet cash money. We are going to just view everything in units of Atraxa. So this tournament will pay out at least a couple of Atraxas in cash.
2 or 3. I don't even know what it's worth anymore.
It was
$59
$59 Canadian.
Oh. You see what Dustin's setting up already for us? He's got the pieces.
Right, so Mono White's done nothing, and
yeah,
Dustin's like, I'm gonna get going.
Something. And they missed a land drop too, notably.
So
I think you go Fable here.
Shieldred.
Ooh, slamming the Shieldred. All right. I think I'm going Fable just because I can set up that Invoke a little quicker, the Galvanic Invoke. But it also feels like maybe they're not able to remove
They did miss a line
Oh.
drop. Yeah. Because they hit the ossification there, and at least with laydown. So they ended up having it all, but laydown would have been at least an extra turn after that.
Yeah. Yeah, that just kind of played out really nicely for them. Probably the best way to miss those land drops. But I mean, now you're talking about having the Invoke come down.
And we might see just an Invoke to refill the hand. Also just hitting that ossification. So there are 2 ossifications, so they're going to get Blood Tithe Harvester. I highly doubt they'll give him the Shieldred.
I hope they get a Blood Tithe.
We might actually see the blood tokens cycled here to put Galvanic in the graveyard just to try to hit those line drops.
Yeah.
However, the Fable draw discard also has some utility.
There's the land, so we'll see if they want to ditch the... I almost wonder if you don't want to let them know that you have
None
it at this point, you know?
Yeah.
So if they wait till next turn to do the Invoke, which it looks like they're doing, they're going to be able to Galvanic it if that Goblin stays out. Or if they find another land next turn.
I wonder if they... Oh, we see the Emperor.
Okay. So you can... Now, this is noteworthy. Do you want to do it now, or do you want to do it after they maybe try to plus next turn? For the Go for the Throat. Or do you not even care about that token?
I think you wait for now. You're at 22 life. You're not under a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Because if the follow-up plays like Sarah Paragon...
Okay, so Wedding protects the ossification, but I mean, maybe you just give him back a Blood Tithe instead of the other.
Yeah. I might actually see the trade here.
I'll take the... Okay. I might take that trade. You're probably going to get another Blood Tithe back, so why not just... You know? It is a galvanic. Oh,
The
so.
line might be.
Oh man. Oh boy.
All right.
Get rid of the 2/2, or do you swing out? Just swing out. Yeah.
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 You're
That's
dealing at
pretty
least 6
sweet.
damage.
Yeah.
Or
Oh, they want to get another card, perhaps. Okay.
could be. So they're going to lose 2 enchantments, up to
Okay.
2 creatures, 1 planeswalker. So guaranteed 1 card draw and the loss of at least 2 life. That number can vary. And we're going to see a crew here.
Okay. You think you keep your bank buster then? Or do you sack that?
I think this is game 2. Your opponents, so you need farewell, but with farewell, I guess farewell gets you out of it, but I don't think Mike
Oh my god, they drew
is
another
on.
invoke. The one card was another invoke. This is insane, dude.
I don't
If
know
you're
if they're on
Dustin,
farewell main.
if you're Dustin, after you win this, don't play arena the rest of the day. You've all your luck is happening right now.
No. Dustin is going to go to the comic book store,
Casino.
official sponsor of
Okay.
this stream, and order Polar extended special edition foil Invoke Despairs.
Yeah. Okay. This is I mean, they just play another invoke and it feels terrible. It really feels terrible.
Oh no, you have a 3/3 and you're
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah. Sadly, the cliffs. Actually, it doesn't matter. No, they just have lethal. Yep. That's it. Because they go to 5 and they can't crew. Well, no, they could crew. They could crew and sack it still. So I see what they're gonna do. They're gonna. Well, no, because the blood tithe is just gonna minus. Oh, they didn't even crew. Okay.
Oh
Yeah, I
no, I
mean
got
that's.
shielded back.
Oh no, they didn't die because they had a. Well, now you just die on the upkeep, probably. Yep. Wow. It's Grixis deck, man. Doing all the right things. And they do the zoomed in sideboarding too. Also, what do you call them?
That's just
What do you call
mad
them?
lad.
Vertical gamer. I don't know how you build decks on arena. I do the horizontal. I like to see all the cards.
Yeah. So Dustin
Team vertical.
all day has only lost 5 games, not matches, games of Magic.
And has
Dustin
played
has
what?
played now. This is
A
11
lot.
matches of Magic, and have lost 5 games all day.
That's impressive.
They have played nothing but red black X decks and mono white all day.
Dustin's built different, man.
Some sweepers come in. So we're going to assume there'll be a Fable on 2 into Galvanic and Invoke Despair.
You think this is a 2-0?
Or do we have Stone Brain gamers? We did. We saw the Stone Brain the last time.
Yeah, we did. You're right. We did. I think they had 2, if I'm not mistaken.
One.
Oh, just 1? Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. My bad. Nope, this one's 2. Sorry, the other mono white was 1.
Okay. Okay.
Refresh the rounds.
2 is nice. Make sure you actually draw it. You know. Interesting hand. Little slope, and they don't care. Oh, okay. Well, then you draw into a Fable, and you're just golden magically. Okay, scroll
Like,
5. Okay,
at this point,
that's.
why are you doubting Dustin?
Oh, I'm
Poison?
not. I'm marveling at his, you know what I mean? Like his just no cares given.
Now this Fable will ditch the 2 cards and then set up for an invoke that'll chain into another land and an invoke. Lauren is a
Okay,
nice
here's your
one.
Fable. Okay, Lauren's decent, yeah. Probably no attack. Yeah. All right. I mean, this doesn't look as good now, you know. But I think they might want to slam a Sholdred here, which land into lay down
Kind of
arms is.
awkward hitting that Blackleaf Cliffs. Just feels so bad there.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they're thinking about they want to. Yeah, they just want to slam the Sholdred. I don't think I blame them. Now, what hurts is a plains and a lay
Also,
down
at this
arms.
point,
That hurts.
worth noting no blue mana for Dustin. We might have
Yeah.
jinxed him.
Yeah, that was the one thing. And I think that's why they hesitated. They wanted to see if they wanted to hold up the make disappear and maybe the go for the throat. Because, yeah, now they're on 2. That, yeah, it's going to flip. I mean, they need, now you need like a Brotherhood's End kind of thing. I don't even know if they play that, but.
Yeah, they brought in 2. They look like.
Okay. And they're going to blow it up the Reliquary
We
pretty
did see
quick here. I believe
the notable thing here, after this attack, they will be corrupted. So the mites have lifelink.
And the mites are artifacts, correct?
Correct.
So that makes, wow, this is just a, wow. I don't really see a way out now.
2 missed line drops, getting rid of an invoke, looks like.
Oh, brutal.
No sweeper.
Here's your blue source. You can cast a go for the throat and still die. Well, you wouldn't die, but
they have a braid as well.
Yeah.
Is that the third ossification?
I think so, yeah. Interesting. Oh, because the others are artifacts. You actually can't. You actually can't hit those guys. Oh, and then there's
Emperor lethal.
Okay. He's making it a game here. Not going down without a fight. I wouldn't mind seeing duress personally.
A lot of their creatures incidentally come from like sagas or wedding announcements, stuff like that. It's kind of like when I play Burn in Historic, how I just incidentally get hit by Dovin's Veto all the time.
Oh my god, I hate that card.
Okay, so our reactive hand to make disappear is a little bit of an awkward one in the starter, but
yeah. Okay, let's see what they
one more land unlocks the hand.
Okay, I'll probably slam the lounge here. Yeah, I think that's all right. There's the companion, which is like whatever.
No Scrolls Hive.
Yeah.
Okay. Dustin's just drawing lands as needed. Next turn,
3 black sources,
make disappear and braid.
Yep. Yeah, or can just invoke. Oh, never mind. I think I might. I might just play the cliffs tapped, so that I have the invoke for next turn. I think that's what I like right here.
See, I almost like just a braid and have make disappear.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I think both are good. It's banking on drawing the land, or I guess if you really need to, you just do a Brotherhood's End next turn to clear your path for the. Well, okay, there's your So 4 open. Are we thinking Emperor mana? No Emperor.
Most likely. So it's
No Emperor. They didn't
well,
give
they could
priority
still
at
have.
all.
They could have flashed it.
Okay. Now you're like fully reactive though. Maybe maybe mono white is too. Okay.
That's a good one to stick.
Yeah. You have to give him the hive. Maybe you counter the next thing.
No, that's actually so
Invoke.
ossification
Invoke
aggressively
proof.
played, and the negate is
Yeah.
the next card on top.
Yeah, that's a little rough.
The nice thing is you could take a couple hits, and then just Brotherhood's End.
True. Oh, the flood. Not the flood.
Surprised to not see Lions being held at this point, just in case a Fable's drawn.
Yeah.
Second Scrolls Hive. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
probably
you
gonna
can answer their board. That's just a lot of value
Mm-hmm.
because that almost forces your hand to sweep this turn. The Reliquary. So the nice thing is Reliquary and Skrell's Hive self-enables the Reliquary for draw 2 since it produces artifact tokens.
That's actually a really good point, yeah.
And from Mike's side, they can just kind of hold off. Like you're not really forced
Ooh.
to commit. That's pretty big.
Yeah, that's a really good target for Make Disappear. I think they're thinking they want to Edict, but I think you actually save the Edict for a Planeswalker in this situation. Yeah.
Or at the very least, because the thing is, the Warden's going to replace itself.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, yeah. You don't want to give him ETB.
Yeah. And I think at this point, they should be holding the lands. Because if they draw a Fable, they're going to feel bad.
I think you're right.
Because the problem is they both need Galvanic and Invoke at this point, and they were already set up to have the mana. I guess. Oh, the
Uh-oh.
brain is coming down.
Are you calling Invoke? Oh, no.
They named
My
it against
win con.
Rakdos. You're definitely naming it.
No. Yep, there it is. Braiding a 1/1 might doesn't feel the greatest.
We might see the Reliquary popped here. No. Is Reliquary
Yeah,
3
it
to
wouldn't have been
activate?
a bad idea. 2 and tap it. So yeah. Okay, kind of a top deck war here. Ouch.
Just all reaction. The finals down to 1.
They're doing
So I'm
it.
surprised they didn't do this in upkeep before the second token because now they're going to take the hit here.
Yeah, now they can just do the one that's
But they can
not.
just sacrifice the one.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe a little bit of a
We're getting our money's
there.
worth.
Yeah, we really are. This is good.
And oh, Shelly.
Uh-oh. Do we think that the Grixis Invoke gamer gets taken out by poison? Is that the fitting end?
At this rate, the
With
life's
no
not going to
more
get them. The poison might.
with no more invokes? Is that a thing? Oh man. Oh, is that what's about to happen
I mean,
right now?
Mike's done like nothing like for the last few turns. So you got to figure like their hand had some responsive elements.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, they're both waiting to top deck stuff, you know. Okay. Yeah, I mean, getting Stone Brain was just one of the worst things that's ever happened. Okay. I keep like counting invoke
I think
mana
at this
still,
point,
and it doesn't matter.
so we're saying
Hmm.
huge
Nothing.
pocket alliance.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That might be it right
Because
there.
at this
Folks.
point, like,
That might do it.
I don't think
Like a lay down arms or something. So what? You go to 6?
Dustin can actually push through damage here.
Oh, me either.
Like
No.
they could keep answering the board, but the board just keeps coming back.
Yeah. My cat's freaking out. She wants them to hurry up and finish the game. Oh boy.
To the skies.
Flying poison. Oh, they're just gonna mash. They're just gonna space bar it out, dude. Space bar it out.
Do it.
And then give the 1/1
Don't put it on
flying.
Bankbuster.
We don't. Well, whatever. We didn't
We
need
don't
that.
want normal damage.
Yeah. Yeah. We want this to be a poison death. All right. So what, you go to 8 now? 8 poison.
Are they actually in line to get the double lethal? They can get double lethal.
Wow.
10 poison, 20 damage.
Wow. This is kind of impressive. Brotherhood's End doesn't do it. You gotta ditch the Galvanic. Gotta draw.
Brotherhoods, Galvanic Brotherhoods. Galvanic Brotherhoods does do it.
Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, his top decks have just been. I guess I'm still swinging, right? Or no. You could let him gain life if they trade.
No, they can't block, so you missed 3 damage. I don't
Oh
think it
yeah,
matters.
no, you're right. Yeah, he did miss 3. Yeah, those tokens cannot block. Is it too little, too late? Because that you can't deal with the hive still. Lauren takes out one of your treasures. They can crew right now to get you to 4.
Hive.
Yeah, you're going to
Scrolls
4.
Hive's just carrying this game.
It really, yeah. I mean, if you Stone Brain the Invokes and that's your only enchantment removal, and you don't have that many creatures, what are you gonna do? Yeah, I mean, we'll see what Dustin
Was
gets.
the smoothest, biggest brain against Dustin.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess not Invoke Despair.
Yeah, sadly, will not be an Invoke. There's an Abrade. You probably got to Abrade the. Okay, I just think it. Yeah.
All right.
Doesn't matter. Man, Dustin
Dustin went the whole tournament. Bo is taken
man.
down
At the very end.